You're walking your puppy, leash in hand, ready to conquer the neighborhood. But instead of strutting like a proud dog parent, you're being dragged down the street like a runaway shopping cart. Your puppy? They're zigzagging, sniffing. Fire hydrants like they're paying rent, and treating your morning walk like a WWE match. Sound familiar? Don't worry, you're not alone. Teaching a puppy to walk by your side isn't about turning them into a robot. It's about teamwork, trust, and maybe a little bit of bribery. Hello, cheese cubes. Let's ditch the frustration and turn those chaotic walks into something that doesn't leave you sweating like a popsicle in July. Let me paint you a picture. It's a beautiful morning, birds are chirping, the sun is shining, and you're ready for a nice, peaceful walk with your new puppy. You clip on the leash with visions of perfect heel work dancing in your head. But within seconds, reality hits. Your puppy is pulling like a sled dog, zigzagging like a drunk driver, and treating your walk like an all-you-can-sniff buffet. Your arms feel like they've been through an arm wrestling tournament, and that cute little furball? Suddenly public enemy number one. Here's the hard truth. Your puppy isn't being naughty. They're just being a puppy. The world is one giant, exciting mystery to them. Every leaf, every pebble, every random piece of trash is a potential treasure. And let's be honest, compared to all that stimulation, you're about as interesting as watching paint dry unless you step up your game. But don't worry, I'm about to show you how to turn those chaotic walks into something resembling order. The secret isn't in harsh corrections or fancy equipment, though a good leash helps. It's about making yourself more interesting than Squirrel TV. Think about it. Would you rather watch Netflix or listen to someone read the phone book? Exactly. We need to make walking with you the canine equivalent of binge watching their favorite show. And no, this doesn't mean you need to start doing backflips down the street, though if you can, more power to you. Here's what most people get wrong. They focus on the heel position itself, not the relationship behind it. You can't expect a puppy who barely acknowledges your existence to suddenly walk in perfect formation. That's like expecting a toddler to do calculus. First, we need to build engagement, that magical connection where your puppy actually wants to pay attention to you. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that, step by step, without turning into a treat dispensing vending machine. Let's play a quick game of truth or dare. Truth. Your puppy isn't stubborn, they're just not properly engaged with you yet. When you're out walking, you're competing with a world full of fascinating smells, exciting sounds, and mysterious objects that absolutely must be investigated immediately. Compared to all that stimulation, your average Fido heel delivered in a monotone voice might as well be white noise. The solution isn't to become more authoritarian, it's to become more interesting. Think of yourself as a puppy hype man. We're talking high-pitched praise that would make a Disney princess proud, sudden direction changes that keep your pup guessing, and rewards that appear like magic when they check in with you. This isn't about dominance, it's about making yourself the most exciting option available. I call this the FOMO method. We're playing on your puppy's fear of missing out on all the fun you're having. Here's a pro tip. Stop thinking about formal heel work at first. Instead, focus on creating a puppy who wants to be with you. Start in low distraction environments, your living room beats Times Square for training, and make coming to you the best game ever. Every time your pup glances your way, party time, treats rain from the sky. Happy dances break out. Pretty soon, your puppy will start checking in voluntarily because, hey, good things happen when mom-dad is around. The magic happens when you realize this isn't just about walking nicely. You're building a communication system. Those voluntary check-ins become the foundation for everything else. When your puppy learns that paying attention to you leads to good things, you've won half the battle. The actual heel position, that's just polishing the diamond you've already created. And the best part? This method creates a happy, willing partner instead of a dog who's just going through the motions to avoid correction. Now, let's talk gear, because while love and patience are free, having the right tools can make your life infinitely easier. First up, the leash. That retractable leash your aunt gave you? Yeah, let's put that in the not for training pile. What you want is a simple 6-foot leash. Not too long, not too short. I'm personally a fan of slip leads for training because they give you gentle control without needing a separate collar and leash. But here's the real game changer, the long line This 15-30-foot leash is like training wheels for recall and engagement. It gives your puppy the illusion of freedom while keeping them safe and under control. The key is to use it proactively. Don't wait until your puppy is at the end of it to call them back. Instead, use it to gently guide them back to you before they hit the end. Think of it as an invisible umbilical cord of learning. Treats? Obviously, but not just any treats. We're talking high-value, I would sell my soul for this level treats. For some pups, that's chicken. For others, it's cheese or hot dogs. Figure out what makes your puppy's eyes light up and reserve it exclusively for walks at first. Pro tip: keep the pieces tiny. We're going for frequency of rewards, not a full meal each time. Finally, the most important tool: your attitude. Leave your frustration at home. Puppies are emotional sponges. If you're tense, they'll be tense. If you're having fun, they'll have fun. Bring your inner child to these training sessions. Be silly. Be unpredictable. Make noises. The more you enjoy the process, the faster your puppy will learn. Remember, we're not training robots. We're building a relationship with a living, breathing, sometimes stubborn, but always adorable creature. All right, time for the meat and potatoes. How we actually turn this hot mess into a pleasant walk. Step 1. Forget about distance at first. Your first goal isn't to walk around the block. It's to walk 3 steps with your puppy's attention. Seriously. Start in your living room or backyard where distractions are minimal. Have your treats ready and your patience fully charged. Begin by simply rewarding any attention you get. Puppy looks at you? Jackpot. They take a step toward you? Party time. We're building the idea that being near you is the best place to be. Once you're getting consistent attention, take 1 step and cheerlead like you just won the lottery when they follow. If they don't, no biggie, just reset and try again. This isn't pass-fail, it's progressive success. Now for the secret sauce: direction changes. Walking in a straight line is boring. Keep your puppy guessing by suddenly changing direction. When they rush to catch up, bam, treat explosion. This teaches them to pay attention to your movements. Pro tip: make your turns dramatic at first. Think 180-degree spin rather than slight curve. The more obvious you make it, the easier it is for your pup to learn the game. As your puppy gets better, gradually increase the number of steps between rewards and direction changes. But here's the crucial part: always quit while you're ahead. 5 minutes of successful training beats 30 minutes of frustration. End each session with your puppy wanting more, and you'll see faster progress than if you drill them into exhaustion. Remember, we're playing the long game here. Consistency beats marathon sessions every time. Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. What if your puppy is more interested in everything except you? First, check your environment. Trying to train heel work at the dog park is like trying to teach algebra at a circus. Start in the most boring place possible, your bathroom if necessary. No, really. The fewer distractions, the faster your pup will learn that you're the most interesting thing around. If your puppy is super food motivated but still struggles, try this. Hold a treat at your side, where you want their head to be, and take a few steps. The moment they're in position, mark it with a yes or clicker and reward. Gradually increase the number of steps before rewarding. But here's the key: only do this for short bursts. We don't want a puppy who only heals because there's a treat glued to your leg. For the sniffers, those pups who act like the ground is coated in truffles, try this trick. Become unpredictable. Suddenly speed up, slow down, change direction. Make movement with you more exciting than stopping to smell yet another patch of grass. And when they do choose to walk with you instead of sniffing, make it rain treats. We're not trying to eliminate sniffing entirely, just create balance. Finally, if you're dealing with a puller, try the be a tree method. The second they pull, stop dead. No movement forward until there's slack in the leash. It's tedious at first, but puppies quickly learn that pulling gets them nowhere, literally. Pair this with massive rewards when they do walk nicely, and you'll see progress. Just remember, consistency is key. If you sometimes let them pull because you're in a hurry, you're teaching them that pulling sometimes works. Once you've got the basics down, it's time to level up. Start adding duration by gradually increasing how long you walk before rewarding. Then add mild distractions. Maybe walk past a toy on the ground, or train in slightly busier areas. The key is to increase difficulty in tiny increments. If your puppy starts failing frequently, you've moved too fast. Take a step back to where they were successful. Now, let's talk about the heel position itself. The classic heel is with the puppy's shoulder aligned with your leg. But let's be real. With puppies, we're happy if they're somewhere in the same zip code. As they get better, you can start shaping the position by only rewarding when they're in the ideal spot. Use your body language, patting your leg, keeping your hands positioned a certain way to communicate where you want them. Here's a pro move. Start adding verbal cues only after the behavior is solid. Too many people say heel 1,000,000 times, while their puppy has no idea what it means. First, teach the position, then name it. And when you do add the cue, say it. Once, just before the behavior, not on repeat like a broken record. Remember, perfection is the enemy of progress. Some days will be better than others. Growth isn't linear. Your puppy might backslide during adolescence because hormones, but if you've built a good foundation, they'll come back to it. The goal isn't a robot dog. It's a partner who chooses to walk with you because it's the best place to be. Here's what most training guides won't tell you. Teaching your puppy to walk nicely isn't really about the walking. It's about creating a communication system that will serve you for years to come. Every time you reward a check-in, you're strengthening your bond. Every successful direction change builds trust. This isn't just about preventing pulling. It's about creating a dog who looks to you for guidance in all situations. Think about it. When your puppy learns that paying attention to you leads to good things, you've got a foundation for recall, for ignoring distractions, for everything. That moment when your pup chooses you over a squirrel, that's the gold standard. And it all starts with these simple walking exercises. You're not just training behaviors, you're building a relationship. There's also a safety component. A puppy who walks nicely isn't darting into traffic or dragging you into dangerous situations. You're creating good habits that will keep them safe for life. Plus, let's be honest, it's just more enjoyable. Walks should be relaxing, not an upper body workout. But perhaps most importantly, this process teaches you how to communicate with your dog. You'll learn to read their body language, to time your rewards perfectly, to understand what motivates them. These skills transfer to every other aspect of training. The puppy who learns to walk nicely becomes the dog who's a pleasure to live with in every way. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Puppy training can be frustrating. There will be days when it feels like you're getting nowhere, when your shoes are covered in drool, and your patience is wearing thinner than your puppy's attention span. But here's the good news. Every pro trainer has been there. Every perfectly behaved dog you see started as a clueless puppy. The key is consistency, not perfection. 5 minutes of quality training daily beats 1 marathon session weekly. Celebrate small wins, that one moment of perfect heel work, that voluntary check-in. These are the building blocks of success. And remember, your puppy isn't giving you a hard time, they're having a hard time learning. So take a deep breath, arm yourself with treats and patience, and enjoy the journey. One day soon, you'll look down and realize your puppy is walking beside you like they've been doing it forever. And that moment, that's worth every frustrating step along the way. Now get out there and show that puppy who's the most interesting thing in their world. Or cout.